Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a LEGO Marvel set. That's going to be set number 76167, Iron Man Armory with 258 pieces. This set retailed for $29.99 USD or $30, and it's the expansion to the Iron Man Hall of Armor set from last year. This set is really neat, and it's one I've been wanting for a long time because now I can fit all of my Iron Man armors in one spot, and when you attach this to the other set, which we will be doing in this video, you can actually make a complete circular armory, and it looks fantastic. So I can't wait to show you guys all that because it looks really cool. So let's take a look at this box real quick before moving on. We got all 5 of the minifigures lined up on the bottom. Some cool cover art with the nice comic style characters here. Spinning it around, we have them not Legoized. You can't really see, not Legoized. Legoized on this side. And then spinning it all the way onto the back, we have another view of the set itself with the Hot Ride front and center, which is not a great build, but it's still pretty decent. And we have some other pictures of what you can do with the set. Looks great. So without further ado, let's take a look at the instruction manual now. And here's the instruction manual. It's the smaller size with the QR code right here. Same box, the cover art. And then on the inside, we've got just the basic instructions. Right here, we have an advertisement for 3 of the other sets from this line. And then we have the pieces list, wind power on the back. Not too much to say for the manual. It's a pretty basic one. All right, and here's the set all built up, and it looks pretty good. We're going to take a look at the 5 minifigures first, and then the car, Tony's toys chest, and then the actual build itself. Then we're going to be connecting it all together. So let's take a look at these minifigures first. Up first, we have an A.I.M agent, and there are 2 of these guys in this set, both of which are identical, even down to their weapon design. This character we've seen many times in LEGO before. It's got a simple gun right here with a yellow stud on the front. Pulling that aside, he's got plain gunmetal gray legs with a gunmetal gray helmet. Pulling that off, he's got the gunmetal gray breathing apparatus, and then pushing that to the side, you can see he's got another breathing apparatus printed on with the visor. No back head printing. He's got some back torso printing, which looks pretty cool. It's a little very metallic, shiny with the jetpack there. Same color arms as his head, and then he's got the A.I.M logo on front and just some basic printing there. There's nothing too special about the A.I.M agents, both of which are identical, and we have in tons of other sets. In fact, this identical A.I.M agent with the same kind of weaponry appeared on the Falcon and the Black Widow what is that, team pack or accessory set, excuse me, which is actually the first set we took a look at on this channel. Pretty bad review, but it's okay. But yeah, nothing exclusive about these characters. Our next figure is going to be Tony Stark, and this character is also not exclusive, which is disappointing. The shirt belongs to Owen Grady from the Jurassic World line. The hairpiece we've seen for Tony Stark before. His head is the heads-up display Iron Man, smiling face here, heads-up display on the back. We've seen that in pretty much all of the most recent Marvel sets. There's some nice wrinkles on the back of his shirt. No jean printing whatsoever, just plain blue legs. Very disappointing minifigure. I mean, it looks like Tony Stark is pretty good, but all the reused parts really are kind of disappointing. I wish we could have gotten a better-looking minifigure. Finally, we have the first exclusive minifigure of the set, and that is the prototype armor. We've gotten similar armors to this in the past with the Mark 1 suit. This is the Mark 2. It looks really good. I love the shiny silver design. Everything's like really nice and chrome. Although there's a little scratch in my guy's arm right there. Not sure if you can see that. The head underneath is just a plain crystal head like the other armors from the other Iron Man Hall of Armor set. The plain silver helmet is really nice. It's the solid piece, but the printed visor on front. We got some really nice designs all going down to toes and hip printing, which is great. We got back torso printing, which looks really good too. It comes together from a really solid looking Iron Man armor piece, and it's definitely something I'm very happy to get because it's an armor we have not seen before. The next armor is going to be the final minifigure, and that's going to be the nanotech armor that we've been seeing Iron Man have for a very long time now, since the beginning of 2019, I think? Or no, end of 2019. But this guy has become in so many different sets, it's ridiculous. There's a little blue disc here you can set him on to have him stand freely. Helps because the jetpack is very large. This is the same build we saw from the 2018 wave. A very similar build, actually. The backside is a tiny bit different, but it's just got the nanotech extensions. We got 2 booster pieces underneath. We have 2 of these really cool power blast pieces. I'm not sure if you guys seen them before or not, but they just kind of shoot. You click the sides and they launch out. Pretty cool like that. There is one extra one included in the set. I have it stored in the Tony's Toys chest, so I'll show you that when we get to it. The head underneath is going to be clear as well. And pulling this off, there's actually a spot for it. You can hang it on the back of the Hall of Armor right there. I'll show you that in closer detail later. But taking a look at just the rest of this minifigure, we've got the armor on the back, which looks pretty good. It's a very simple minifigure, non-exclusive, and we've seen it all the time before, so it's a little disappointing to see here once again. All right, before we take a look at the car, I want to take a look at this chest right here. There are 2 stickers on it, one on each side that says Tony's Toys, with up arrows on the top. We have a sandwich on some wrappers, which looks really cool, kind of hamburger design. We have this remote or whatever it is from the Iron Man movie. I forget what it is, but I know it was in that scene. We also have a red cup, which sits right there, pretty simple. Growing minifigure stand covers the crate, and there's nothing in the crate in the instructions. However, I've stored some extra power blast repulsor beams and everything for Iron Man in here, along with an extra one of the microfigure statuettes, and then an extra one of those printed keypad pieces because I found them quite neat. I'll show you those in greater detail when we actually go over that part of the build. But it's a pretty simple crate. I wish the instructions would have told us to fill it with something other than it just being a reciprocal for extra pieces, but it's still a cool crate nonetheless. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at the most disappointing aspect of the set, besides all the non-exclusive minifigures. That's going to be this car, if you can call it that. It looks really bad, considering we got the same make and model of this car in a promotional set earlier the same year. I don't understand why this one is so crappy. Like, it doesn't even look like a car from the front. It's got wheels, and it's got a single seat, and it's very smooth and rounded off. There's a license plate on the back, Stark 5. Nothing on the front. We got a really crappy looking engine with stud shooters, which just kind of launch a stud, pops off. I don't want to actually lose it because if I launch it, I will lose it. And it's very simple. The extra studs I stored on the underside there. There's really not much to say for this car. It's very disappointing, a very lame build. Definitely not one I'm looking forward to displaying. I'm probably just going to scrap it or put it in a box somewhere. There's 2 stickers on either side, the flame design, and it's good enough, I guess, but definitely not something that's going to draw you to the set. What is going to draw you to the set, though, is this build right here. This is going to be the expansion to the actual hull of armor, and so I'll show you all the connecting in just a second. I just want to go over the rest of this build. We have a little pole on the side here, which you can attach the nano suit on, pulling that aside, and we got 2 sticker pieces, a picture of the hamburger delivery, and then just some designs for Iron Man and his car and everything here. That just gets clipped onto a little lightsaber hilt, and the 2 robot arms hold it in place. You can pull that off quite easily. Over here, we have a stand that's identical to what appeared in the original Iron Man Hall of Armor. It's got a wrench and it's got a fire extinguisher that can be pulled off quite easily. Then we have 4 suit racks with stickers on the back. The stickers contain different Iron Man armors. Here's a better look at those stickers now. And all of these actually do correspond to Iron Man figures. The first of which is going to be the flame suit right here, followed by the prototype armor. Then we have the War Machine armor, and then the this armor, I forget what it's called exactly, but that's what you're supposed to have, although I'm not sure if War Machine's supposed to have his gadgets on, but that's what it says according to the stickers on the back, which is strange considering it cuts out this guy, Taser, because Blazer is included and they're from the same set. It also cuts out the rescue armor, which is understandable, I guess, but it does include War Machine, which is odd. But that's really all these are used for the displaying of the Iron Man. I guess you can put some on top too. But the other part of this set, and these all connect via hinge joints right there. And then the other part of this set is going to be this little display stand right here. We have a micro scale Iron Man figure right there. I love that, with a really cool keypad, a printed piece up top, and what looks like, I'm not sure if this is like being 3D printed or if this is like a hologram or what. We've got a cell phone design there, another minifigure stand. Not too much to say about this. It's a pretty cool design. And then before we go on and connect everything, I just want to give you all my final verdict for the set. And it's going to be a little harsh. I'm going to give this a C. It's not a good set by any means when you look at it by itself, because this car is pretty crappy. We get a bunch of AIM agents, which I really would have traded 2 of these agents in for 1 exclusive Iron Man suit. I really don't understand why we didn't get any other exclusive suits other than that simple one. And really, there's not too much to say about this set. The only redeeming aspect is that it does connect with the other Iron Man Hall of Armor, which makes it so much better. So we're going to do that now, but just know that I would only recommend this set if you bought the other Hall of Armor set. By itself, it's not that great of a set. All right, and here's the original Iron Man Hall of Armor set. There are 3 stickered panels in the back there, and this can open up like this. And then we have the new set right here. So I'm going to split this in half and attach it here. Let's get a better view of that real quick before I do that. All right, here we go. And then you can just clip these into the sides like maybe. There we go. 1 and 2. And they're an identical build. The only way to tell them apart are the stickers on the back, and that can close up quite nicely and open. Then we have the center console, which can just be clipped in there. Now, I did remove all of the extra parts, and as you can see, this kind of hooks in quite nicely, but we have to populate it still, and we have a ton of Iron Man figures to do that with. All right, and here's the Armory all armored up. We have a ton of Iron Man right here. And then to complete the look, we have Iron Man getting dressed from the tower scene, and we can have him assembling the armor in the center there. And if you really wanted, we got Pepper Potts, and she can be sitting in the chair up front. And this looks great. Although, actually, I just realized her hair. There we go. And this looks amazing. This is so cool. There's so many Iron Men here, and you can even clip these into place at the back here if you want. There is a way you can do that. Just add one of these clips I took from the little computer thing. I just removed those clips, and you can hook that right there like that. And then I grabbed this clip, and you can clip that into place and put that right here. I'm just gonna put that into place. And when you clip that in, you got one complete hull of armor. I'll give you a little spin of that, and it looks great. You can even pick it up completely, although you gotta be a little careful because it does tend to break sometimes, but this just looks so impressive, and it's so clean too. I can definitely understand getting 5 or 6 of these, stacking them up, because I don't really have quite as many Iron Men as they have made in Lego. They made tons of them. I really don't have quite all of them yet. Maybe in the future, and you never know though, but this is the Iron Man Hall of Armor, guys. Definitely recommend getting both of these sets, combining them, adding all your Iron Man. You can add Spider-Man too, I guess, because, you know, Stark technically made that suit. But that's all I got for you guys today, though. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below if you guys got these sets, how you've displayed them and everything. But that's all I got for you today, so thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you in the very next video, and I want you all to have a fantastic and safe day.